That's the opportunity that lies in front of all of us. The bull market. Most people say it was very disappointing, and to a certain degree, I guess I'd have to agree with them. However, I do think we have a certain degree of recency bias. And by recency, I mean 4 years ago. Almost everybody, including people that were in 2017, maybe even earlier, they're saying it was a lackluster bull run. And if you adjust for inflation and currency debasement, they're right. However, if you were to have come in 2022 and pummeled 15.5 into the bottom of the market, which is hard to do unless you watch this channel. We're talking about the bottom. I even wrote a song called It Feels Like the Bottom right around that time. Then wasn't so bad. I mean, you rode 15.5 up all the way to 126, now it's at 90K, 88. It'll be hard to ever be in the weeds with that entry. So good. Now, that particular type of entry will come again in the form of 2026 bottom. I believe, it's a humble opinion of this ribeye, that the rounded baby's bum of the next downturn will be around October, November 2026, which is in roughly a year, a little less than a year. Now, if you're watching this video now, 2025, November, you roughly have 1 year. Get your shit together. Put a package together. Even if it's 15.5, right? Which, well, let's think about that. If the bear market next year goes down to 40, 15.5 may not seem like enough, but listen, it's almost half a Bitcoin. At that point, you will be in the less than 1% of the population with that amount of Satoshis. Half a Bitcoin is pretty huge. I really don't think most people will even come close to half a Bitcoin. That's the opportunity that lies in front of all of us. My goal is to prepare for what I think is going to be a $40,000 bottom. Now, if it isn't $40,000, great. It's not that I want the price to go down there, I just think it might. And so I'm going to be paired with, if I can somehow put $40,000 together, which will be hard, believe me. Up here in Kanadistan, where everything's way more expensive than anything, and you get way less than anybody else. 40 grand steep in a challenge. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. Because I want that entry again. Just to think if you put $40,000 together between now and next year, I know it's a lot. It's like 4 grand a month, really. When I put it that way, it seems more improbable. It's harder than it looks to tell a story in eat a ribeye. But to me, it's an opportunity of a lifetime to acquire 1 Bitcoin in 1 year by putting $4,000. I know it's hard. It's a struggle, it's uphill, but it's one of those investment goals that everyone should be trying to attain. $40,000, just put in $40,000. I know, it's unattainable for most, and it's probably unattainable for me. But it's my goal for this next year, and that's why I'm kind of excited, to tell you the truth. You know, like, the fact that the price didn't go higher than 126 as I'm recording this video, it's a little disappointing dopamine wise. You know, you don't get that satisfaction or that meme of that royalty looking down from the balcony at everybody. Look at the price of Bitcoin. You don't really get that. But it's the bear where the money is made. Most people are more fearful at the top of a bull run because they don't want the movie to be over. Because we all know what's coming. But I'm here to remind you about the good old days. Good old days is when we're at the bottom of the market and we know it's only going straight up. It's way easier to be at the bottom of the market looking up at the bull run than it is to be at the top of the bull run knowing that the cliff's coming. That's why, you know, a lot of people will say, these metrics don't make sense. Why is the fear and greed like at extreme fear, and we're at the or like almost at 100K? The fear becomes something else. The fear becomes the bull run's over. It's a much deeper fear, because that really kind of means you either hit your mark. A lot of people look forward to bull runs to like early retirement or whatever. Now the next top $1 million, that will put people into early retirement. 126 is not going to do much for most people, even if they bought at 15.5. But at $1 million, there's a lot of options open up in your life. You can take the work foot off the gas pedal, so to speak, and start maybe relaxing a bit, maybe. But then again, there is the concept of when Bitcoin's worth $1 million, what is the purchasing price of $1? Some people have been into this piano, so it's ribeye. That by the time Bitcoin's $1 million, we will be pricing everything in Bitcoin.